What do you think Peasy Poo's doing on his phone? He on SeatGeek.
I'm on SeatGeek.
SeatGeek's the #1 rated ticketing app on the App Store for a reason. All right, they got the deals. Okay, they got the concerts. They got the sporting events that you're looking for.
Look for the green dots.
Look for the green dots because they're trying to help you out. Green dot means good. Red dot means not good. You guys know this. If you're not using SeatGeek, you haven't pulled out your phone and downloaded SeatGeek. What are we doing here? Huh?
La Platica 10. Get 10% off.
Yep.
Any ticketed purchase. And guys, I'm telling you right now, use SeatGeek because we will be at the Maná concert. And I promise you, if you see us, if I gotta be by the bar the whole time buying you guys chelas, that's what I'm gonna do.
Ooh. Yeah, so make sure to download SeatGeek, guys. Use the code LaPlatica10 for 10% off. And if you're at the Maná concert, Sebas buying all the beers. So don't miss out on that.
We are.
He's buying all of them.
Whatever, I'll buy them all.
Love you guys, and we'll see you guys in 12.4 seconds as of now.
I'm gonna use it.
Let me be honest.
Every guest is a privilege.
Do we want to go there?
Get jolly, cause I'm on a podcast with Josh Leyva.
Yeah, you have two motherfuckers.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Let me just tell you.
What episode are we on?
2 and 3.
Everybody in 2 and 3, put your motherfucking hands up and dance with me.
Dang, I like that one.
That's 2 and 3. Oh, is that Long Beach area code? I think that's Long Beach area code because that's my mom's area code. 213.
213?
Yeah.
562, no?
I'm 562.
Yeah.
She 213. What is it? Long Beach?
213 is surrounding LA, I think.
Surrounding LA, include downtown.
Yeah, like central LA.
Damn,
Yeah, that's like Beverly Hills. Like,
bro, she's had that number forever. Like the same number for 20, 25 years.
Yeah, my mom too.
Yeah.
Like Beverly Hills, Alhambra, Bell Gardens, Commerce, Cudahy, Glendale, Hawthorne.
Oh,
Huntington
Southgate.
Park,
That makes
Yeah,
sense.
got it.
Okay.
Haywood,
Yeah.
Montebello.
Probably some regions too.
Yeah.
You want to know something funny? Just came up to my mind. By the way, welcome to La Platica. It's a little late at night. We had a long weekend. My voice is not all there, but we're still here.
We're here.
We're trying to gather up as much energy as we can.
One thing we will never do is miss a week of uploading.
We're not going to miss a week.
And we're busy.
So,
But you know what? You know what's more important than us? Everything else.
them.
Exactly.
We also just got back from Texas.
Wow.
So we've had quite
We're not going to do that.
The
what
motherfucking
we're going
month.
to do is talk about the news.
All right, back to my story. Oh,
Yes,
this episode is sponsored by SeatGeek, our
SeatGeek.
wonderful friends over at SeatGeek. Thank you so much. Number one ticketed rating app on the App Store. Josh, how are you?
I'm good, man. I'm also tired as well. For whatever reason, my left eye keeps ticking.
Mine is my right.
What is it? Oh, is it because
You're
we're
just tired,
bro?
just
Do you see
tired.
it? If you see it, I'm sorry.
I don't see it.
But do you ever you feel
is
it
it
a
like
lot,
your
right?
eyelid?
It's my bottom.
Oh,
Yeah.
I had that like a month ago. My bottom one.
You know what they say that it's also caused by? Stress, like stress or like too much caffeine, which probably creates stress. Yeah. So we're probably tired.
I'm just motherfucking tired.
Yeah.
Just feel like this month has been like crazy, bro. Very blessed.
Yeah.
But it's been a lot of go, and a lot of like not staying home.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like it's so like, bro, I spoke to my wife today and I'm like, we need to stay home.
Stress,
need
fatigue,
to
too
stay
much
home.
caffeine or alcohol. Oh yeah, I just
Yeah.
named it all. I also wear contacts.
Yeah, that's probably
and
why.
that it creates a lot of dry eyes.
Get LASIK already.
You know what's funny, bro? So I am so good about putting on my contacts because we've talked about this on the pod. My eyes, my day doesn't start until my eyes are in, until I can see. Because other than that, I kind of feel like I'm living in this like weird, like nothing is clear.
Well,
right?
everything annoys you too.
Yeah,
and then you're like,
Yeah. So
and
this
you keep thinking about it.
this past weekend was the first time that I packed my like toiletry bag with everything for the wedding, and I didn't put enough contacts, and I couldn't believe it because I don't make that
Then
mistake.
you gotta keep using.
So we
them.
went out and I was so miserable. I was genuinely miserable. And I couldn't experience what everything was going on because I couldn't see. I can't see, bro. And then that's the first time I literally like said to myself confidently, I was like, I'm going to do LASIK one day, a very long day from here.
I'm sure you follow this. He's a YouTuber, Instagram guy. Shout out to him. I've been following him for a long time. I think a lot of people back at home.
Ronnie Banks?
Yeah.
Wow.
How'd you know? Because he just got LASIK, right?
I just saw his video.
Yeah, he
and
DM'd me.
I watched the whole thing.
So we follow each other. He
Yeah.
DMs me.
Yeah,
I didn't
yeah.
see the video.
It's a good video.
Okay, but he went to the same doctor as me.
Oh, really?
Dr. Feinerman. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
In Newport. And he said, how was your experience? I said, bro, you're not going to regret it. And look at him, all happy. And
Yeah.
you look at, still struggling.
Miserable.
Como idiota.
Yeah.
Just get it done.
We should get him on the pod.
Yeah.
He's like a really
I think he's taller than you.
he probably is. And
He's
he's
a tall guy.
he's a big dude.
Yeah.
Like he's one of those people that
I sat in that same chair.
I can tell he's a big dude, and then when you see him in person, he's even bigger than that.
Yeah. We should, man. Great guy. So
Yeah.
I haven't. Yeah.
Huh?
And then there was a guy. That's so funny. Now that I remember, I was a little buzzed. There was a guy at the bar at Johnny and Sierra's wedding. It was the bar night. We went to the bar. I met a guy, and that was his best friend.
The doctor or Ronnie Banks?
No, a random guy that I met at the bar with him and his wife.
Who's best friend?
Ronnie's best friend.
Okay.
Well, that's what he said. It's my best friend because
Yeah.
he said, I'm about to get married, and Ronnie's going to be my best man.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and then we sent a picture to him like this.
Yeah.
He goes, and then it was true. Anyways, going back to the story I was about to say, my mom calls me the other day. She's kind of not worried, but just kind of like calls me like, I'm like, what happened? She goes, Mijo, how much do you pay for your phone bill? And I said, Mom, I don't know. I honestly,
I have a guesstimate.
I have a guess, but I don't know. It's just pooled, right? And I've been paying for it since I was like 19 years old.
Yeah.
Mind you, I'm 35 now.
And the way it works now, it's like we're still paying. Do you do that? Like you pay off your phone? Like you can just like add it to your monthly like bill. You can like you buy it out.
What?
Your phone, like it's
Oh,
also
yeah, like
added
an
to your
upgrade.
bill. Kinda.
Yeah,
Like,
like when you upgrade your phone, you can either buy it all out
Right.
or that you pay
Just
like
tack it
40
onto your
bucks.
payments. Yeah.
And then you pay an extra like 20, 40 bucks.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
So I told Mom, I was like, Mom, I don't know how much I pay. She goes, well, I checked. And I said, how? And mind you, I think we've talked about this before. When I was 19, 18 years old. No, I think less, bro, like 16. Because I didn't have a phone when I was 19. I already had one since I was 16. So I've had my line actually since like 15, 16. And she goes, I checked because we're now switching over to AT&T. And I'm under your name. Like, because she's the one that opened up that phone line for me. So till this day, I'm under my mom's name on AT&T.
Wow.
So she was telling me that I'm paying like $100 more than I should with this old ass plan. But the old ass plan for me, it's just been great. You know, I have everything.
Yeah.
And she goes, you can get hotspot, you can this. I'm like, I already have it all. She goes, yeah, but you've been paying so much. I'm like, so now, because I guess she doesn't like Verizon anymore for whatever reason. And she's switching over my whole family to AT&T. So I say, okay, cool, yeah. She goes, you know, if you come over to me, just direct deposit me every month. And I was like, I don't want to just like direct Zelle you every month. Like
Yeah.
I'm a grown ass man now, right?
I'll just pay.
But it was sweet because she just wants me to save money.
Yeah.
Whether it be $20, $40, $100, she just needs me to like. She wants me to save.
You know, I'm not
like
too,
it's a mom thing, right?
I'm not too familiar with like upgrading your phone plan, but
Yeah.
it is something you have to do. I think what she was saying, like you were stuck on an old dated plan,
Yeah.
and you're paying that premium price, and you're supposed to like upgrade to the more better, cheaper price.
Yeah.
You have to actively do that.
Yes.
They don't just upgrade you to the cheaper
And
price.
I
with
totally
everything.
forgot about that.
Yeah.
She goes, Mijo, do you know that like every 6 months I will call AT&T
See if there's new
to see
deals.
if there's a new deal or a new
Yeah.
plan?
Yeah. Yeah.
I said,
It's
you
crazy.
do that? You can do that? I thought it's whatever you got, right?
yeah.
But yeah, she goes, yeah, I call the time and they upgrade me and they upgrade the whole family.
Yeah.
So anyways, I was like, yeah, Mom, let me think about it. Obviously, like, why wouldn't I do it, right? Because I save like $100 a month. But then I thought about it later and then I spoke to my wife and she goes, don't be with your mom, like me and you.
No, I totally agree with
Yeah,
that.
but I'm like, you know, and I kind of broke her heart. I'm like, Mom, I don't think I'm gonna be in your plan. I'm just gonna open one with Karen because me and Karen don't have a phone plan. We
Yeah.
have our separate plans. And then Karen's like, yeah, I think you should have your own plan as like a 35-year-old.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, I'm like, but you know, it's like it's not a big deal.
Yeah, it's
you
not a
know?
big deal.
But at the same time, I was like, yeah, you're right. Like me and you will do it.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And one day we'll
It's
have
really
kids
sweet.
and we'll do all that. But yeah,
Yeah.
I could have saved money.
Yeah, and speaking of saving money, bro, I feel like these are such adult conversations, like, right? Like these are really important conversations, like saving money, making sure your bills are structured. Like you should worry about those kind of things as an adult, right? Like your
Yeah.
credit cards.
Yeah.
Most people worry about those kind of things, right?
Yeah.
What's crazy to me, the other night, I got so fixated on this thing that I was going through with I have a credit card with them. Okay, we ended up buying a new
Really?
refrigerator, and,
Oh,
and
yeah.
I have a washer and dryer appliances. They have an incredible deal, bro, where it's like you get 18 months, 24 months interest free for whatever you want to buy. So it's like they'll loan you the money for 18 months.
There's no limit?
0 interest. I don't believe there is. Yeah,
Has to be.
Maybe there is. I think that just depends on like what you qualify for in your credit.
Okay, got it.
So
You're right, yeah.
Yeah. So we bought these 2 things. I applied for the plan of like, I'm like, damn, this is free money, right? So credit is one of those things that if you don't know how to utilize it, it can really screw you, right? And I started like researching a little bit more about this deal because I was like, this is a lot of time that they're giving you, right?
How do they benefit from this?
Great question. So, bro, you should ask Mo, bro. I was in bed for an hour at night on ChatGPT. I'm like, I need this to make sense to me. Like, how are they benefiting this? This is a long time they're loaning you money. So, whatever, if you owe any balance after that time is up, those 18, 24 months, you have to now pay for all the past interest of those months that you didn't pay if you are over in your balance. If you still owe money, so meaning if you owe $2,000,
have to pay it.
You have to pay the interest that you didn't pay for those 18 months. It's
If
I was like, how is this legal? This is crazy.
It's in the fine print.
It's in the fine print. So what they're banking on is that people forget to pay. They're like, I don't have to pay. It's interest free. I'll pay it when the time is up, or they just forget, dude.
Dang, imagine
So
that.
then those 18 months come, month 19, now they have to pay all the 18 months of interest.
If they didn't pay the whole fridge.
Correct.
Or whatever.
Correct. Yeah. So if you do it right, you can get it with 0 interest, right?
Yeah.
But you have to calculate that and you have to make sure. And then they have the option to like, let's just say I had 2 different things with them. I don't remember what it was. I think we bought some headphones too that I had put on the same credit card. If you don't choose to opt where you want your payments to go to, they can skip the months. So then they screw you. They just like be like, those months were gonna be expired. We're just gonna bump it over to the fridge now, even though the headphones were due for the 18th month, if that makes sense. It's like kind of complicated, but like you have to opt in for that option. Like, hey, this money, this is gonna expire. Pay this off, please, so I can not have anything to pay for, and then you can just move on to the next thing on the list. Dude, it's insane. I was shocked.
Wow, I didn't know that.
Yeah. So I made sure that like all my payments leading up into the 18 months, I'm like 3 months out in advance. So I'm not doing 18 months, I'm be paid off in like 15 months or whatever it is.
But you got to perfectly put where your money goes.
It was to a cent, dude, to a cent. I'm not joking. It was like blah, blah, and 47 cents.
Damn.
Just to make sure that it is paid off.
Well, it's like a bank. Like even banks bank on you not missing a payment.
Yeah.
Because that's, they maybe they'll take $5-10 from an American that missed a payment.
Yeah.
But they're multiplying that by millions of Americans.
Of course.
That's how they make their fit, yeah.
And most people like fall short on their like payments, right? Like it's sometimes life happens, you just can't pay your credit card off fully, and then you end up paying like a crap ton of money on interest and stuff. And you're screwed. Then you're in a financial hole. You can never buy a home.
Like me when I was
can't graduate kids from college.
16, 17 years old. You know what I would do? Because I was so broke. this is a bad idea. So don't. I think you can still do this, but like don't do it because it's like that ain't worth it. Just wait. I don't know if you know this, but you can call like say if you already banking with like Wells Fargo or something for like months and months and months, even like a year.
Yeah.
I can call Wells Fargo and like if I already have if my company that I work for gives me direct deposit. And like I don't really have that much money, I can call the bank and be like, "Hey, me prestas like $500," and they'll put $500 in my account, and then they'll take them off when I get my.
Oh wow! It's like gonna pay in advance.
It's like an advance. Yeah, you can get advances. I don't know if you can do that. You can do that when I was doing it. I think you still
can.
Yeah, so they're like, and then they'll give me whatever money, or there's an amount that they can give a specific person, and then but they bank on you not being able to pay that off. And then you'll get an overdraft fee, and then you'll do all that, and then you're like, "Oh, you're fucked."
Bro, the amount of overdraft fees I've accumulated in my life is embarrassing. Like embarrassing, bro. But that's the struggle sometimes, you know what I mean?
It is, man. And when people go like, I can't hate on it because it's either you overdraft $25 next Friday, or you're able to eat or make some sort of payment that week.
Yeah, and then the overdraft fees are like insane. They're like way more. It'll be like you'll be overdraft for $3, but you'll get charged like $40.
Yeah, it's crazy when you really think about it.
Yeah.
How I'm just gonna talk about here in the United States, especially for people like us, growing up like us. Just like how we did it, so many people also have been struggling, and they continue to struggle. And I was just talking to you earlier about. I read this thing where like a bunch of Americans, they're starting to miss their milestones in their life for example, our parents had us when they were like 18, 19, right? I forgot how old your mother was.
My mom was 30, but I mean, I get you. She was also on the older side. I get
Got it.
Yeah.
But my mom, she had me when she was 19. And a bunch of people, their parents are the same age, right?
That's super common.
And then like my dad was already working. My dad was already paying his taxes. My dad bought a home like at 24. Had kids. The little milestones like that. You know what I mean? Like getting credit cards.
Yeah.
Like buying buying a car at like 24, 25 years old.
Yeah.
And just nowadays, like kids do not do that. Not kids, young adults. They're not able to do that anymore. They can't afford that kind of stuff, and it's fucking crazy because you think about like, okay, cool, that's unfortunate, but where are we going? What's the future for us, for these kids that don't have the tools to do this?
Jess was telling us about the population of kids. So like, there's this whole idea that like we're overpopulated, but we're not. Like we're underpopulated of people.
Yeah, because if you think about it, I know that the average person, once again, doesn't hit these milestones like having kids.
Yeah.
Bro, nowadays, out of 10 friends that you have, nomás uno, dos tienen kids.
Yeah.
And it used to be every single friend.
Yeah.
All my mom's friends have kids.
And they all grow up together.
And they all grow up together. It's not like that anymore, which is cool because also back then, it's almost like these women had no choice to have kids to help them raise, because like for example, mi tita would have a shitload of kids, so the kids can grow up and help them around the house, help them in the farms, help them, doing the crops and stuff in Mexico, shit like that. So it's almost like it was like you had to do it.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. And nowadays,
it was a tool.
Adults are respecting the fact that no, I don't need that right now, and I want to live my life by my, independently, or I don't want to have kids right now.
Yeah,
and that's cool too. But yeah, I don't think that we're overpopulated at all. I think it's decreasing. If you really think about it,
it totally is. Look right here, we have the trends in the U.S. birth rates.
Wow,
and they are on a decline, my friend, which is really scary because people are like, the joy of like having kids is like such a beautiful thing, and like people are missing out on it because of like the financial situation that like we're currently in as a as a country.
Yeah.
This sucks.
So it's crazy how like everyone's missing their milestones, but even it doesn't have to be kids. Like people aren't working. Another milestone is moving in by yourself.
Yeah,
there's a lot more older adults now that are still with their parents, are still struggling, still like in a 1-bedroom, and all these things kind of like.
But it's also become acceptable too.
Yeah,
I would say so more than like when they were growing up. You know what I mean? Like if you're still like in your mid-20s living with your parents, like that was like you were a failure. Yeah. But it's like now it's like, dude, I can't. I'm working multiple jobs and I just can't sustain it.
Yeah.
So this is like a better option all around.
I know. If you had a kid, what would you tell them? Like at 18, 19 years old. Like, oh yeah, you can still hang out with, or you can still live here.
Yeah, 100%. If I have the means to do it and I can, I think I would offer that to them. But I also know that it's good to challenge them. So there's like a fine line,
Yeah.
If I see that he's actively or she's actively like, if it's a daughter, like going to school and like trying to make something out of her life, she can stay with me forever. And with my son, it might be a little bit more like discipline, right? Because there needs to be some sort of pushback.
Sure.
Can't just be like, no, you can stay with me and I'll support you and I'll pay for everything.
Yeah, because you want to teach them how to be independent.
Exactly.
Like big time.
Yeah.
And I think that's really important.
But I also get that it's hard.
I will have no problem with having my kids live with me forever. As long as there's some independency. Obviously, they're not going to want to. You have to start a family.
Yeah.
You talk about that kind of stuff. But I definitely wouldn't mind. And I would honestly tell them, like, even my mom tells her kids right now, and she told me too before, like, why do you want to move? Why do you want to spend money that you don't need to? You're just going to put yourself more in a hole, unless you got it. You know what I mean? But a lot of people, like, they look at their budget growing up and they're like, okay, I make like, let's just say $3,000 a month, $5,000 a month. Let's just say this is probably inaccurate, but 1,000 goes to the car, 1,000 goes to groceries, 1,000 goes to miscellaneous bullshit, 1,000 goes to school. And then in your head, you're like, well, the other 1,000, I'll use it for a apartment or something, or rent a room.
Yeah.
But that's so stupid to do because then you're left with nothing.
Yeah.
It's like, what do they say? Like, take your income and then like use a certain percentage of it.
Double and give it to the next person.
Yeah.
That's insane.
Those things are so funny. Have you seen the meme where the guy, they ask him, hey, aquí tengo una pizza. Should we double it or give it to the next person? And the guy, it seems like he wants it, but he goes, no, double it and give it to the next person. And then he just leaves. And the pizza guy turns around. And then the same guy comes around in a different outfit. And he's basically the next guy.
It's like you have to be the good guy and say double it and give it to the next person.
I know.
Yeah. I think it's hilarious when people are like, no, I'll take it.
Yeah, I'll take it.
Yeah.
Shit. Judge me.
Yeah.
I'm smart.
That's so funny. Where'd you pull up here, Jess? Oh, this is the rule, the 50-30-20 rule. Can you explain what this is?
Yes. This is the most widely cited guideline for normal, quote unquote, income split, which divides after-tax income into three main categories: needs, wants, and savings. However, the ideal split can vary based on your location, income level, and personal goals. So 50% of your income after tax is for essential non-negotiable expenses required to live and to work, like housing, utilities, groceries, transportation, minimum debt payments. 30% is for wants, which includes entertainment, dining out, subscriptions, shopping, vacation, and travel. And 20% for savings and debts. So building up your emergency fund, your retirement savings, any investing, and additional debt payments.
Let me just say this. First of all, this is so much easier said than done. Like this is like in a perfect world.
Yeah.
Some people can't save 20%. 20%? That's crazy. But
I never understood. Like, I don't know if it was like like us, like Mexicans or Latinos growing up, that like people were like, save your money. I was like, how do we save? We don't.
yeah.
I don't have much to save, and what I have to save, you always have the cases where it's like you're helping your parents out.
Yeah, true.
It's
That 20%
it's a
can go to your
vicious
parents.
cycle. You're like you just cycle the same type of shit. So it's really hard. You really got to think outside the box in order to fucking save. Because in all honesty, Josh, especially now when you're a little bit more successful, and I can tell you too. Let's just say you do save the 20%,
Okay.
right? Let's just say you save it for a year or two, right? What the fuck is that gonna do?
Yeah.
At the same time, sure, it's something, but what does it really give you?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? No tanto. So it just sucks. You really got to think outside the box.
Yeah. You got to get creative.
You got to get creative. You got to be able to be like, hey, this is what I make, and I got to do something else that makes money on its own where I don't even touch it. Type shit.
Yeah. Yeah. You
Right?
gotta get creative. Yeah. If you have,
And
the
I'm not
ability to
saying
so.
don't do it. I'm not saying don't do
Yeah.
it. But right, like growing up, what does that really give you? It gives you something. I'm not talking about like the food and the necessities.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm saying to really change your life. No tanto. But I still think obviously do it.
Yeah.
Save as much as you can.
I think you want to have an emergency fund regardless.
For
right?
sure.
Like, ideally, that's like what you would want to have.
But you know what I mean, right?
Yeah.
Like even then, I think people I think very successful people will tell you like you can't just put all your chips
Like, that's
on
how
the
that's how
table
you're gonna
and that's
get
how you're
rich.
gonna be successful.
Right,
Is
yeah.
saving 20%
Right, I
every
agree.
check. That's not
Yeah.
You can save and then take that money and invest it in something else. And then bet on that. But I don't think like when people tell you like, oh, just save for what? You need to spend money to make money.
I think you gotta be smart though, right? Like,
Yeah, you gotta
spend
be
on the
smart.
Things that like are really gonna like benefit you.
But
there's somebody I've heard like talk about how like the best thing you can invest in is kind of cliche, but it's like yourself, right? So like investing in like courses or like programs that are gonna teach you about something that you might be interested in doing. Like using that money to like invest in you to become a better. Not necessarily person, but to create more value for others.
And invest in yourself 100%, and invest in time and invest in sacrificing time. A lot of people think that like, oh, every week I'm going to I'm just gonna wait for Friday and then I'm gonna like spend half their check, and they don't think that they should. Like, for example, I had a friend and I told him this and I said, bro, if you just don't do shit for 2-3 months and take all that fucking money and only spend the money that you have to live. You know, don't go out, don't do anything because all that shit adds up. Yeah. You know, because they'll complain about like, oh, I don't have this or I don't have that, but they're out. You have to invest in time. If you don't have the freedom to just live your life and spend money on time, then you got to sacrifice time, and you got to like not do anything and just really sacrifice that time. Or even if you don't do anything, what I'm trying to say is like sacrifice on studying for that whole month, for that whole 2 weeks, you know, for that course that you want to take to better your life later. I always use it like an example, like if you want to be a photographer, right? And if you want to be the best, you start off with a little ass camera que no cuesta tanto. But if you want to have that big camera, then you got to sacrifice your time and work somewhere else so you can afford that thing, right? Mm-hmm. Once you afford that, then you just level up.
Yeah.
But people don't realize like this is every single video game and ever created is you're in level 1, you have to have a certain amount of coins or whatever to get to level 2.
Yep.
Level 2 requires more coins for level 3. It's just the same thing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So I think sacrificing time and investing in yourself is the biggest thing that you can do, and you're not going to regret it. And I think a lot of guys, especially young guys, they invest their time on going out and living this life of, you know, having fun. And I'm not saying that's not a good idea, but they do it every single weekend and they're just losing time.
Yeah.
And they think that's important until they're a certain age and they're like, fuck, now what?
Just wasted so much time.
Yeah. And then you see all your other friends that like, you know, they're doing a lot better and you're just like, fuck, don't be that guy.
Real quick, going back to the whole saving money and kind of like putting it away, you can open such a thing as a high yield savings account, which like you're putting your money in the bank, and much like the interest situation, you're charging the bank interest for saving your money with them.
It's not a crazy amount though, right?
No, but it can build up over time and it compounds. So that's a way to kind of put your money away and then still be making, like Sebas said, having it work for you.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. You know.
Yeah, it's better than that's the thing. Like, it's better to put your money in there than have it sit in the bank.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Put it into those kinds of like little funds, because those banks, they use your money for whatever they need to use it. But you know, they're paying you.
Yeah, like a higher interest.
But it's also it's another thing too, where it's like, if you do this, you're not gonna be rich.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like you gotta fucking be putting that money until you're like 70 years old, and then because there's also like a cap. Like there's some things where I have, like, every time I do my taxes, I have to put a certain amount of money into some of these funds, and I'm not gonna be able to see that until I'm 60 years old. You know?
Yeah.
And if I take it out earlier, I get penalized. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? I might get all my money back, but actually sometimes you don't. You only get a certain amount out if you want to take it out already for an emergency.
Yeah.
So it's like things like that. I'm telling you, you gotta think outside the box.
Yeah, you do.
And honestly, being an entrepreneur, man, fail. Mm-hmm. I always tell people there's a market in anything, especially nowadays with social media, anything. I know people who sell candles and make a great living. Mm-hmm. You know, obviously, you know, I'm not saying it's easy either. There's a lot of marketing. There's a lot of networking, you know. One super important thing before we go on an amazing break is I always tell people, like, open your fucking mouth. Pause, not like that. But habla. There's so many people that they live their life. They're scared to talk to people. They're scared to go out and network with people, make connections. Bro, it's probably one of the most important things that you can do in your life.
100%.
You're good at it.
Yeah.
I think I'm good at it. Yeah. I shoot the shit with whoever. I ask questions. I ask, what do you do? I'm not scared to ask you what you do. Cool. I'm not scared to ask you, hey, let me fuck with you, you know?
Yeah.
You know, I got this, you got that. I scratch your back, you scratch mine. Open your mouth when it comes to life, you know? If shit hits the fan for me tomorrow, I know somebody that'll help me.
Yeah.
You know? And a lot of people don't. A lot of people, they're shy. They don't have that many people that trust them, that they trust. You know what I mean? I think it's really important. And I think it's one of the number one things you can do is open your mouth, network.
I agree with that. I totally agree with that.
I think we should go on that break.
Yes. We have a very exciting break. You want to tune in for this break. This break that we're about to head into is a special one. And you're in for a ride.
Yeah, and not just any ride. Outside, there's a Chevy all-wheel drive Blazer SS, baby.
Yes, sir.
And You're going to take me for some coffee right now.
You gonna take me for some coffee?
No, we're taking everybody along. A lot of people always want to wonder what we do on the 30-minute breaks. We go get some coffee. And we're going to take
You
the
about to
new
find out.
EV
on,
Chevy
man.
Blazer.
Let's go get some coffee. Guys, can we just take a second to admire this beauty? First of all, it's super sleek and it's all electric, baby.
Is it really electric?
Just like you. If you think the outside is gorgeous, let's check out the inside.
Wow, Josh, look at this interior.
This is insanely beautiful.
Don't you love the set of new car?
It's my favorite scent.
I'm excited because this is an SS. So that means it drives phenomenal.
Yes.
It's all-wheel drive.
Yes.
It has big brakes, aka Brembo brakes. And not only that, look at this screen. It looks like you're in a spaceship.
These seats feel like you're in a spaceship. Road trip. To get some coffee. Just down the street.
I want some coffee too, and you know what's funny? I already have it set up
Oh, you're good.
so we can go get some coffee. It's
Beautiful.
that easy. Look at this screen.
Insane. You know what I love about this car? It genuinely feels like you're just gliding.
Well, that's the thing, Josh. It's EV, electric vehicle, and I've driven quite a few, and honestly, this all-wheel drive Blazer, I like it. I like it a lot. And you can't hear anything, bro. I can hear you perfectly. It's super smooth, super quiet, super smooth. And the range I checked, plenty of juice to get us further than the coffee.
All right, you stay in here, enjoy the beautiful car, and I'll go get the coffee. You know, PZ, I was thinking, brakes hit different when you got good coffee and a ride like this. Well, back to the studio, baby. Here's your coffee.
Thank you. Big shout out to Chevy for letting us roll in style. Now let's roll. Damn, she has 615 horsepower.
That's crazy.
That's why you felt that kick.
What a ride.
What a ride indeed.
What a ride, man. You know?
Those leather seats.
Whew.
The digital dash.
I'm not gonna lie, I was genuinely impressed by that interior, man. Like, that interior is
Yeah.
insane.
It's crazy how like you'll look at that car, which is much more affordable than a lot
Yeah.
of other cars.
Yeah.
And it has way more stuff than a higher end vehicle.
It's kind of crazy because
Yeah.
technology is, we were talking about this, it just advances so fast now
Yeah.
that they can put that kind of technology and better
Yeah.
in less
It has
expensive
everything.
cars. Yeah, not so like crazy luxury cars, if you will.
You can just walk right next door to that car, and even like what Jess said, it like immediately knows you're near it. It'll open the door if you have the key.
Yeah.
It's just like things that every car should have. I have a car that's like, a little higher end, but you can't even open the door with you have to you have to open it with the fob.
What's that next technological jump? You know what I mean? Like, phones that we have right now are pretty
Yeah.
insane, dude. Right? Like, we used to have dial-up internet. And then it's like at this point we have Wi-Fi and it's incredibly fast. You can watch 4K stuff on your phone. Like, but what's the next thing that it's really like premium at that level? I can't even think about it. With
For a
cars.
phone or a car?
In general, like, what's the big next thing? Like, do phones advance that much more crazy in like 10 years? Like, what do you get what I'm saying? Like, how big is that jump gonna be now? It might not be as big as we think. It could be. It could be. I just don't know. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, there were big jumps in our lifetime that were, dude,
Yeah.
huge. Like, boom, boom. But it's like, does it continue to like, because if you think about it, like the iPhone, how much better has it gotten it from like the 10 to the 16?
Yeah, when you're talking about like it has the same FaceTime.
Yeah, and bro,
it has
that's 10 years.
There's little features
Or
that
6 years, sorry. Yeah. But you
they'll
get
improve the camera a little bit more.
Yeah, the battery lasts
Other than that,
longer.
like your
Like, what
lifestyle
do we
hasn't really changed.
Yeah, it hasn't really like, it's not that much better.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think there's like people say when they're like, if you have the iPhone 14, do not get the new phone because like it's the same thing. But if you haven't upgraded since like, or even the 14, I don't know. They're like, if you haven't upgraded since this phone, there's no point of getting the new one.
Yeah, you always gotta like skip one or two.
Yeah, yeah. But even then, like, yeah,
Except when it comes to the PlayStations.
they advance like crazy.
I think they're pretty advanced, pretty
Yeah?
crazy. What do you think about
Yeah, I
it?
think
Right?
so
I think
too,
any
yeah.
kind of gaming
Those are big
console.
advances.
Yeah, but then again, like a PlayStation doesn't come out every year either.
Yeah, there's like what, 3 or 4? How
It's
many?
like you wait for like 4 or 5 years,
Bro, I am.
and there's a new PlayStation.
I am like not a gamer, like
Yeah.
at all. Like I've tried. I've
Yeah.
wanted to be a gamer. I think gamers are so sick. Like when they're like, but old school gaming, like
Yeah.
Tony Hawk, stuff like that. I was like,
I don't know.
damn, it's
I just feel like I feel like nowadays, I just feel like, I'm just speaking for myself. It's the way like maybe like your childhood was,
for sure. Yeah.
My parents always had like a little console for us, and I think that's why. But and I'm also pretty like.
Did you play a lot of sports when you were younger? Like, did you go out and play basketball? And
Yeah, bro. Of course.
Yeah.
Yeah. Basketball, baseball, soccer.
But not like in organizations, like with friends.
Yeah, with friends.
On some Sandlot shit.
Couple times, yeah.
Yeah.
Good amount. More, yeah, for sure. More times than the average guy now or young kid.
Yeah,
for sure.
Yeah,
Dang, it's crazy. You know, you follow those memes. It's like things that '90s kids that like the 2000 or the later 2000s kids don't like. Just you and them riding a bike.
Bro, I would get influenced by movies, right? So I would watch a movie about like skateboarding, and then I'd be like, Mom, I need a skateboard.
Yeah,
like,
me
I
too.
need to be a skater.
I know.
Like, I want to be
fun.
this in my life, a skater.
It was fun.
Any little thing I was like influenced. I saw Air Bud. I'm like, I'm gonna be a basketball player.
I wanted a golden retriever.
And I wanted a golden retriever
that can play basketball
What the fuck,
and
man?
beat the other beat the other middle school team.
Yeah.
That was crazy.
Have you watched like Mighty Ducks and stuff like that?
Yeah.
Have you ever seen it's like kind of like a thing right now, the continuity errors in that movie are like insane, bro. Like they're so crazy. Like it'll be there's like a scene where one of the players is like skating down and he's in the opposite shot of him cheering like himself. Yeah, it's like they just didn't think about stuff like that, or like just little stuff that was just very obvious.
Yeah. Oh, retracking back to the conversation prior that we were having about obviously I know you guys probably know that I'm not trying to like sound like this kid that like, makes it seem like it's so easy to do things.
Yeah.
I just really wanted to give like that was my genuine advice. That was advice that, and I'm talking about like sacrificing time, investing in yourself, things like that.
Advice that maybe you would want to hear as a young.
Exactly what I was gonna say.
Person.
This is the stuff that I wish my dad told me this shit.
Yeah.
My dad would just tell me, go to school.
Yeah.
You know, and I love my dad. My dad's a hard worker. But just like any else family and like in my Mexican family, it was go to school. Oh, you don't want to go to school? Okay, ponte a trabajar. But that was it. It's either black or white. You know what I mean? There wasn't any like financial advice. There was no nothing.
Yeah.
There was no like, like there was nothing. That's fine. Like,
and the thing about
I didn't grow up like that.
Advice, and I know people know this about us. We understand that it's not a one size fits all.
For sure.
This advice that you're giving is very specific to a person who might not be doing the most that they could be doing in their life.
100%.
There are also people on the opposite spectrum of that, right? Like the single moms who have 3 kids and they're working multiple jobs, or the people that really have to like take care of their family and they can't just give up on not working or like lock in and like save their money.
Yeah,
right?
Because that single mom with 3 kids, she's already sacrificing time. She's already investing in herself. She's trying to. So, for those people out there that are listening to me, like you said, it's not a one size fits all. But this is just like, it's simple advice that I'm trying to give the person who might be lacking a little bit, like advice.
Yeah.
I was never.
You gave a good example of like that person who was just always in a financial slump, but they're the first ones that are out partying, spending money, and not like valuing the things that they should be prioritizing.
That was me.
And now they're in a situation where they're like complaining. It's like, bro, you're complaining, but look at the way you live your life. Like it's a reflection of how you live.
Yeah, that's all I kind of wanted to retrack because I wasn't talking about that person. No, I was talking about the person that might need what I needed to. What I'm saying right now. And that's real shit. I'm trying to talk to the person that's listening to me right now who might need this advice specifically. Yeah. Because I know that there's single moms, there's single dads out there that might listen. Oh, you don't know, You're right, I don't. Yeah. But it's just general advice that I would love to be, that I would have loved that advice when I was a kid, Yeah. Yeah, my mom would tell me like, ya no salgas tanto, save your money, this and that, But just the whole investing in yourself and if you want to do something, save your money and invest in that stuff, invest in buying equipment, invest in things that you would love to do.
I think you also said something that I liked about like not being afraid to put yourself out there. I think a lot of people are like, they limit themselves out of fear and they don't get to live their full potential because they're so scared. Right. Tony Robbins has one of my quotes that he says a lot. He's like, courage doesn't mean you're not scared. Courage means that you're scared and you do it anyways. Like you gotta be okay with being uncomfortable because outside of that uncomfort or on the other side of the uncomfort is something that you'll never experience that's gonna level you up.
Yeah.
And that's the thing, like that uncomfortability of what you're saying. Like
Yeah.
some people don't want to talk to people at events, even though they should be networking, because they don't want to feel that discomfort or the judgment or anything, any lie that they've created in their head about how they're gonna be perceived.
Yeah.
You know?
100%. Yeah. But that whole, if you're not a networker, talker type stuff, like
Yeah.
I tell that to everybody. I think everybody should be like that. You know, I think closed mouths don't get fed.
Yeah.
And, you know, I think even myself, when I was like in early high school, even a little bit like getting out of high school, I was super quiet, bro. I was not like the way I am right now.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what happened, but, you know, you start getting little sparks that tell you, oh, I could be that kind of guy, or I could talk like that kind of guy, you know, and I could be this person. And, you know, a little spark here and there ignites, you know, bigger fires.
You got to do whatever you need to do. Sometimes you got to like fake it till you make it. Like you got to like embody this like thing to like be this person that you want to be.
Bro, fake it till you make it is like the best fucking advice too.
Yeah.
Honestly. I'm not saying be fake.
Yeah. I almost take it as like channel this person that you envision yourself of becoming and just live in that pocket.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then you just get better at becoming this in person that you have. Everybody has that person, right? Like everybody has this idea of this person that they want to be. Would you agree?
Yeah.
Like even to this day, you have somebody in mind that you really want to be one day.
Yeah.
So it's like constantly embodying that.
Every
until
day,
you
just get a
constantly
little
become-
closer to it, even
Yeah.
if it's not real, because eventually you're like, oh shit, it's starting to be real.
Have you ever seen Matthew McConaughey's speech where he talks about, they asked him like who his hero is, and then he said me in 10 years. Like that's the person he's living to be. And then he goes, in 10 years, when I'm that person, my hero is gonna be the me in 10 years again.
Yeah.
It's like chasing that
Yeah.
person that you're striving to become
Yeah.
every time that you can.
I also don't like to tell people to like sacrifice everything and don't be scared to lose everything or to lose, because like
You should hear this, bro. This is really good.
I had a very important person in my life come to me and say, who's your hero? And I said, I don't know, I got to think about that. Give me a couple of weeks. I come back 2 weeks later. This person comes up and says, who's your hero? I said, I thought about it. You know who it is? I said, it's me in 10 years. So I turned 25 10 years later. That same person comes to me and goes, so are you a hero? And I was like, not even close. No. She said, why? I said, because my hero is me at 35. So you see, every day, every week, every month, and every year of my life, my hero is always 10 years away. I'm never going to be my hero. I'm not going to attain that. I know I'm not. And that's just fine with me because that keeps me with somebody to keep on chasing. So to any of us, whatever those things are, whatever it is we look up to, whatever it is we look forward to, and whoever it is we're chasing, to that I say amen. To that I say, all right.
hey,
He's so good.
he's so badass.
Dude, he's the definition of just like smooth, bro. I look at him and I'm just like, God, I want some whiskey. You know what I mean? And a cigar.
He's so sick, bro.
Yeah, I like that idea. It's just like constantly chasing that person that you want to like become, whatever you like strive for and stuff.
It's great
Do you listen
advice.
to a lot of that, Josh?
A lot.
Me too.
A
lately.
lot, bro.
Every time I'm at the gym, it's like little
Yeah.
stuff like that, and it helps so much.
Yeah, for sure. Dude, there's so many cool videos on YouTube. Like if you just need like a bump of inspiration, like just you'll find something.
It fires you up, for
People make
sure.
some cool ass videos now. It's insane.
There's one with the interstellar music in the
Oh,
background.
yeah,
that hits
yeah.
all that
Dude.
hits, bro.
Interstellar background music is
It's
crazy.
and I could be listening to anything. But that song in the background, I'm like, I'm fired
You
up.
know, like what was it, like a year ago? They brought Interstellar back into
Yeah.
the IMAX or whatever.
Oh yeah.
So I obviously watched it back. I told everybody to watch the movie.
Yeah.
So like Interstellar was in my life for about a good fucking 5 months. You
Yeah.
know,
Yeah.
like just always constantly thinking about it or like speaking about it. And obviously I cycle a lot. So I was like, you know what? Instead of my
Music.
playlist and
Yeah.
stuff that I normally always bump, whether it be house music or any type of Latin music or whatever, why don't we play the Hans Zimmer Interstellar soundtrack? And it was fucking awesome, bro.
Yeah.
It was so good.
a
That guy's
vibe, I'm sure.
amazing.
It's crazy how like people can get together, and there's so many other things, but like a movie like that, and everything is just so perfect, and everybody gives their everything, right? Like the director, right? Christopher Nolan, like he created a masterpiece, and then he teams up with Matthew McConaughey, and he delivers a performance of a lifetime. Not just him, but everybody else. And then Hans Zimmerman creates like everything was so brilliant, like. It's just cool
gotta
how
create
that
that team,
happens.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
You gotta create the team.
Anne Hathaway.
Anne Hathaway, brilliant too.
Yeah,
Like
she was just as
everybody
great.
was so. The script of it is so good.
Until this day, I still think about Anne Hathaway and the other planet that she finally discovered.
Oh, gross.
Just sitting down, just waiting for Matthew McConaughey. And they fucking haven't made the movie for me find out. And they never will, I
no,
think.
I don't think he will.
She did.
She
Yeah,
did what?
She's dead, bro.
She said.
I know. Well, who knows? Who knows? Because they were living in planets that they were only
Like time was different.
Time was so different that like I don't know how time is over there, but time was so different that like when they would come back to Earth, everybody else was 100 years old, and they were still like it was like 7 months for them.
Yeah, like the guy that stayed, the scientist that
Yeah.
stayed in the shuttle, right, waiting for them. He
Yeah.
had like gray hair and a
That shit
beard
freaked
and
me out.
everything.
Dude, that shit was fucking freaky. I was like, ugh.
Yeah.
Or the other version of the Matt Damon guy comes back to life and he goes and hunts Matthew McConaughey.
Yeah.
About that.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Every time I watch that movie with somebody, and like I'm watching it, right? And then I see, like, for example, that part where it's like, I've been in the
Yeah.
spaceship for
23
27 years or
yeah,
whatever.
yeah.
And I know that part's gonna come out. And like, say I see you open up your phone for whatever reason, I will pause the movie and I'm like, Josh, put your fucking phone down. You're gonna miss this part.
Yeah.
Like, I need you to see every fucking part. That's crucial.
Movies to watch. I'm gonna just name one.
Oh, yeah.
Good Will Hunting. I know it's like a very common, like
Yeah.
great movie, but have you ever seen it?
Yeah, I have.
It's like that
really
movie to
good.
me is like poetry.
I
It's
haven't
like,
seen it in so long. I should rewatch
dude,
it.
I had Mo watch it,
that's so
watch
cool.
it, and she was like, "This movie's so good." There's certain movies that just kind of just hit you, bro.
I know.
Yeah,
It's
Have
such
you guys
a good
seen the
movie.
movie Comet? Watch that shit.
that's good.
It's a really good like romantic movie.
Yeah,
You'll know the guy. I forgot his name, but he's in like in a lot of teen movies. Really well done.
and teen movies
It's
like
kind
a
of like
heartthrob.
500 Days of Summer in a way, but
Great
like
movie
better.
too. Great movie. That's your favorite movie of all times? Interstellar
Yeah.
over Titanic.
That's one of mine.
Hell yeah, bro. Titanic's not even top 10. And I think it's a fucking fantastic movie.
Yeah,
But like, I mean, top 10 for me? No.
it's not a top 10 movie,
But I think it's a top 10, like,
It's a
maybe
top 100 movie.
in humanity.
yeah,
Like, maybe like 100, like, say 100 people in this world want to vote for. I think that's going to be a top 10. Average out to that.
yeah, that movie's gonna make it.
It was sick, bro. It was a sick ass movie. Nothing like it, especially around that time. And you watch that movie again right now, and you're like, damn, this is a fucking good movie.
Yeah,
Like, it doesn't look so fake. You know, it looks fucking sick.
Yeah, it looks crazy.
You look at a
lot of
movie.
the scenes are real.
You look at a movie around that same time. Like, have you seen Deep Blue Sea?
Yeah.
About the fucking sharks, and I think like J-Lo. No. LL Cool J's in it and shit. You never seen Deep Blue Sea?
Deep Blue Sea, of course.
Yeah, and it's like this movie about like huge ass sharks, and they're out. Like, you watch that movie
yeah.
back, and you're like, come on.
terrible.
But like back in the day, you're like, damn, this shit's fucking scary.
Yeah,
You know?
bro. Some of my favorite things to watch on TikTok is like movie facts, right? Like you find out about something that went wrong, or like it was just a crazy day on
Yeah.
scene, right? There's a thing that happened to Neil deGrasse Tyson, the astrophysicist. You know what I'm talking about, right? You've seen him before, right?
Of course.
Where he found out that in the movie Titanic, he saw the sky that they were looking up on.
Oh,
the day
yeah,
that-
yeah,
and we
yeah,
talked
yeah,
about
yeah,
this before, right? And that he went up to the director and was like, "You got the sky wrong."
It's wrong, yeah.
Yeah, and then that specific day, and then the director was like, "Oh, imagine how many more billions I would have made if I would have got the sky right." Like, just sunned Neil deGrasse Tyson, and Neil deGrasse Tyson like tells this story, and I just think it's so funny. I'm like, bro, you got sunned. He
Hard.
just told you. Like, imagine if I would have got the sky right.
Yeah.
But then I guess the director,
On the uncut scenes.
they added the right sky. Because he told, like, he was like,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
call. But the guy from TED who wrote TED, Seth MacFarlane, he had called Neil deGrasse Tyson. He's like, hey, I need a sky from 1975. Like, what was the sky then? And I'm like, damn, they could just like find
Yeah,
that?
I don't understand how they do that.
Yeah, no idea.
That's way out of my knowledge.
Pay grade.
Yeah, no, but I think I heard that
It's crazy.
since when they re-released Titanic again with the
Yeah.
uncut scenes,
The sky is correct.
the sky. I think he called Neil and was
Yeah.
like, "I need help on the sky because I want to get it right this
yeah,
time."
Yeah, which is crazy.
Attention
Yeah.
to detail like that. Like
It's
so cool.
crazy. Yeah, because you don't even think about that. But what's even fascinating too is like Neil deGrasse Tyson watched that and was like, I think they have the wrong sky. That's crazy.
How do you even fucking, yeah.
Math.
Yeah, it really is. That's just kind of crazy.
Do you know what else movie I saw recently? And I was like, I'm going to just watch this shit because I'm trying to go to sleep. Right?
Tusk.
Oh, fuck that movie. Remember the Disney Pixar movie Ants?
Oh yeah,
Trash, bro.
really? Like the quality of the
Just the animation.
so bad.
And
the
I used
story's
to, and
good.
the story's great.
Yeah.
But are you
Yeah,
watching that
story-
movie?
Oh, Ants. I'm thinking Bug Life.
No, Bugs Life was like
Good.
sick animation.
Yeah, Ants is
Bro,
ass,
please
bro.
look at this shit
Yeah.
more like in the background. Like you watch it, like, and I'm not hating on it. I'm just saying when we were little, this shit was like crazy sick.
Yeah.
And it was still sick. But like the background of like the characters and shit, I'm looking at it, I'm like, do I need 3D guys? It's so weird and freaky.
Did you even enjoy it anymore? Like you still
Not
enjoy
really,
it?
because I was just like, this is like funnier.
Yeah.
But that was a great movie. A great fucking storyline too.
Yeah.
It was DreamWorks.
Oh,
DreamWorks, I'm sorry. Yeah, DreamWorks.
Can you watch like really old black and white movies with like?
I can.
You can.
I can't.
I love it.
I don't think I can. I kind of get over it.
No, I can't.
It's my fried brain.
I love the Twilight Zone. Did you guys ever get into that?
No.
They're sick.
Oh
It's a
yeah,
sick
that
one.
was sick. Yeah. Yeah. The Twilight Zone. Like the,
whole-
freaky
the
shit.
show, right?
Yeah, the show. Yeah, the show.
Dee-dee-dee-dee-dee-dee-dee.
Great ride. Well, it used to be.
I liked it better when it was Twilight Zone.
Yeah, it was a little cooler.
Because Guardians of the Galaxy, I just felt like they just had to do that.
Yeah.
But it doesn't make sense because why are we in a hotel? Why are we in the Hollywood Tower of Terror?
Yeah.
And you just go inside there and it's just like fucking,
Rocket Raccoon.
there's just Rocket Raccoon rolling around.
Yeah.
Like I get it, but that's not it no more.
Is that him no more?
Speaking of returning to movie theaters, did you hear that Twilight, like Bella Swan and Edward Cullen, is coming back?
What?
Yeah, it's coming back to theaters.
They're gonna
in
reshow. They're
October.
gonna like. Wow.
Reshoot or like
No. Like the actual
Just come
movie,
out
a
again.
re-release in movie theaters.
it's gonna be big, huh?
Oh, it's gonna be huge.
I remember it was like what 2009 when that movie came out.
Around
It's
there.
crazy when like something like
first
that
one?
in pop culture hits and it becomes like everything, bro. Like everyone's talking about it. It's just
Edward,
like,
Jacob. All that.
What
Yeah.
what was that famous line that she told Jacob? Something about no Jacob
where you
told
been,
her.
Loca?
Yeah.
Bella, where you been, Loca?
Wow. Who approved that?
It's so weird. It's such
Why
a weird,
the fuck would
zero? It makes
someone-
zero sense.
It's my favorite line.
Like did what's his name again? His actual Jacob
Taylor Lautner.
Taylor
Taylor
Lautner.
Lautner.
Did he not read the script? Like I'm not fucking saying that.
Yeah,
He didn't care. He was a kid.
and he's not Latino, right?
No.
No.
Like,
Have you ever heard of a Latino with the last name Lautner?
I just saw an interview where he was talking about
He has a
how-
podcast.
where he had to like put on muscle for that movie.
Yeah, he
and
looked
because,
good.
because he was so young and his metabolism was so fast that like he had to be taking like 4,000 calories a day, that his trainer had him do zero cardio because he was burning muscles and like so fast. So that he would like have to be woken up like at 5 a.m. He was like telling the story. I was like, damn, that's crazy.
Bro, he had all the chicks on a chokehold around
my
that time.
gosh. And then especially after the second one when he was all like diesel.
Everybody wanted to be him.
Yeah.
he was Lava Boy first.
Or do him.
Do him for sure. Chill. Fool. He has a wife.
You know, her name is also Taylor. So
Yeah.
Taylor Lautner is married to Taylor, and if she took his last name, she's also Taylor
Wow.
Lautner.
That's
So she
funny.
didn't take his last
There's
name.
a couple that they have the same name. Like they have the same
Oh, like Stanley Yelnats.
Yelnats. Yeah.
Hey, speaking about you were just talking about the Mighty Ducks. Did you know that the coach
Yeah.
that's Charlie Sheen's brother?
What?
Yeah. And Charlie Sheen's dad is
Bombay or something like
super
that?
famous too.
He goes by Bombay in the
Oh, I don't know, but the coach, the
Coach Bombay. Its name's Coach Bombay.
Coach Gordon Bombay played
yeah.
Emilio Estevez, which
Night of the Roxbury.
Yeah, can you put Emilio Estevez brother?
Night of the Roxbury.
That's
Wait.
they even look like they look alike.
That's crazy.
It's Charlie Sheen.
Estevez.
The only reason why, because Emilio and Charlie Sheen, they grew up obviously together. You know, making
Wait,
movies.
he was in Night of the Roxbury?
Yeah, I remember that's a whole bit.
Oh, you're right.
Emilio Estevez.
Yeah. He's not the main guy though. Oh,
Yeah,
Mighty Duck. So, but the dad, his name was I forgot. It's like something Sheen, and he was famous, bro.
The dad was?
the dad was the first famous one.
Oh wow.
He was famous in the movie Apocalypto Back then, it was like a super famous movie.
Wait, that's their dad?
Martin Sheen, yeah.
Oh shit.
He's in
He's in a lot of shit. It's like them three are like our actors, big time. I didn't know that either. Yeah. So he Estevez didn't take the Sheen name because his dad was like, your name kind of goes, like Emilio Estevez.
Oh.
And then Charlie Estevez he took Sheen.
That sounds whack.
Who's Estevez though? Is that?
That's
his
their
mom?
real name, last name.
They
It's
changed it to
Charlie
Sheen?
Estevez.
Oh.
But
so
he
Sheen
changed
was
it
a
to
stage-
Sheen because Martin, his dad was Sheen.
Interesting.
But Emilio Estevez stuck with his name.
'Cause it
Emilio
goes.
Estevez. The Mighty Duck, man.
I want to make
you
sure
just
that
grab
I'm
my
like
ass?
I'm that calculated with like my kid's name. Like names that just flow so buttery.
Have you thought about like kid names?
Yes and no. More no than yes, if I'm being honest. I haven't heard it. I want a name to hit me where I'm like, man, I love that.
And you haven't got that name.
Sometimes I'll think of a name and I'm like, it's too like I like the name I think the name Cash is cool. Like that's such a cool name.
Yeah.
But I'm like, am I gonna call my kid Cash? Maybe.
I like the name Cash.
Cash is cool.
There's other names that are so like there's people that name their kid. I'm like, what were you thinking?
Yeah.
ChatGPT.
Have you thought of names?
Not as much. I have some
Yeah.
names that I feel like I'm very old soul.
Yeah.
And I like naming my names from like family members that mean something to me.
Oh, that's cool.
You know, whether it be first or middle name.
Yeah.
Should we drive somewhere else?
Yeah, let's go somewhere else, bro.
Maverick.
Maverick is it's a little too
I like the
wide.
name Maverick.
It reminds me of Logan Paul because he has like the
Oh,
whole
yeah.
Maverick.
Oh, got it.
So it's like certain things like that are just kind of tainted.
I just feel like if I name my kid Maverick, my dad would be like, "What? Why?"
Yeah.
You know,
Edgar.
Edgar's a great name. We need to bring Edgar back and give it like a
A cooler.
we need to like
Revamp
go in a
Edgar?
lab
Yeah.
and create the new Edgar versions of Edgar's,
They're just
Edgar
handsome.
2.0.
and they're just fucking crazy
Dashing.
handsome.
Like,
I mean, Edgar's are handsome. It's just a haircut.
yeah. It's growing on me a little bit.
The haircut, bro. What about if you have a son one day and he has the Edgar haircut?
It's not even going to be that. It's going to be a different thing. It might be like shit that we grew up with. Like Jersey Shore kind of styles. Because everything circulates.
I think the version of the Edgar haircut when we were kids, because don't get me wrong, when we grew up rocking, I don't know if you did, but I did. I think you did. Spiky hair.
Oh, spiky hair. Spiky hair was a shit.
Do you see spiky hair nowadays? No one has
You
gelled
like,
up spiky
you
hair.
see like textured but not like spiky.
It's not fucking
Unless you're what's his
gel.
name? The guy
Buster
from the
Bennington?
food show. The Dave Drives a
Oh,
Diner.
Guy
Can I say something?
Guy Fieri.
I think that guy from the food show, what's his name again?
Guy Fieri.
Guy Fieri? I
Yeah.
think he looks so cool.
He just has a look.
I
man.
love his hair.
Yeah, he has a look. But he just like it's like a character though. It's like
I think 10 years ago when he started getting famous, or I don't know how long, I think he looked a little bit different, still with spiky hair. But I saw him on an interview recently. Was it with Joe Rogan or something like that? The guy looks fucking cool.
no,
I
it was
dress like that.
it was
fool.
Bad Friends. He was on Bad Friends.
Oh yeah, maybe Bad Friends.
Yeah.
He looked cool as fuck to me.
Yeah. Cool guy, man. Let's bring back spiky hair, dude. Yeah, bro. All of us. You should spike your hair right now.
Oh
you
my
do like the Liberty spikes.
You see, like that was fucking crazy. That's spiky hair. So that to me was like the Edgar haircut back in the day. But the thing is that like everybody was doing it.
Yeah.
White people, Asian people, Mexicans, like everybody was doing the spiky haircut. With the Edgar cut, well, no, I'm wrong. The Ibiza King has a Edgar haircut.
Yeah.
A bunch of people in the UK have the Edgar haircut.
I remember one time this is as I got a little older, like early 20s, 15 years ago. And I even did videos about it. Somebody had told me that like I kind of had like a Zayn Malik hairstyle. So any hairstyle he would do, I had to try it.
Is that from One Direction?
From One Direction. Yeah. Like I just
He had great hairstyles.
he had cool hairstyles.
He had
So
really good hair.
I would just kind of do whatever he would do.
Yeah,
or at least my version of that.
I would take a lot of inspiration from him and like tweak it a bit, like more my style when I was doing hair, when I was at the salon.
He was like the person
I'm
that
like,
people would a lot
yeah.
like
and it
style.
was cool because he had so many hairstyles
Yeah.
to replicate.
Yeah.
You want an undercut, you should do the one that like
Brad Pitt. from
either
Fury.
Brad Pitt or because Zayn had one too.
Oh yeah.
Or if you want the flow and stuff,
Mm-hmm.
like, you know, it was cool.
Yeah. All right, y'all. We appreciate you guys. Episode 213 in the books. Dallas, El Paso, thank you for an incredible show.
Yes.
Subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed. And we need to bring some. I feel like we haven't had a guest in a long time. Let's bring a guest. Drop some names below. We'll bring on Ronnie Banks. Ronnie Banks, right?
Yeah.
Yes, we'll bring him on. I've known that guy for like so long through social media. Not like we've been acquaintances through social media for like a long time.
I want him to talk to you about LASIK procedure
Convince me.
so you can finally go.
Only if you. One of you guys all just go with
Then
me.
we'll just all fucking vlog it.
Both holding my hand.
It's a scary procedure,
Yeah, I know.
but it's not that scary. That's the thing.
Let's go.
Use my code at Dr. Fienerman's office. Yeah, thank you guys so much.
I already got everything. bro. Covered it.
Scottsdale, San Jose, and Riverside. Tickets are still available.
Yes.
We on the way.
Thank you guys. Love you. Nos vemos.
Nos vemos. Ciao. Great guy. So
Yeah.
I have an. I don't. Yeah.